Welcome to the architecture of alignment. In this infinite grid, two vectors emerge, distinct forces pushing into the void. To quantify how much they truly agree, we engage the projection scanner, casting the shadow of the red vector directly onto the teal path. This shadow is the key. When we multiply its length by the foundation it rests on, we collapse multidimensional space into a single defining number. The dot product. Watch as we shift the angle. The value surges to its peak at perfect alignment, fades to 0 as we drift perpendicular, and plunges into the negative as we oppose. This isn't just math, it is the digital language of similarity. Welcome to the mechanics of rotation. We begin on the flat grid with two distinct vectors, teal and red, locking into a specific alignment. Watch the purple zone forming between them. This is the area, the physical measure of how much leverage or twist these two forces create together. In the language of the cross product, this flat area is about to transform. Boom! Look at the yellow vector erupting straight up from the center. This isn't random magic. It is the axis of rotation. The height of this yellow spike is exactly equal to the area of that purple floor. Beyond the collapse of the dot product and the rotation of the cross product lies the ultimate expansion, the tensor product. Here, we do not simply add dimensions, we multiply realities. Watch as two modest vectors fuse together, not to form a line, but to unfold into a vast, new grid of connectivity. Every single component from the first multiplies with the entirety of the second, creating a higher dimensional matrix that captures every possible interaction. This is the mathematics of combination, the architecture of deep learning, and the genesis of a new, complex space. Imagine two separate worlds of data. On one axis, your mage's raw potential, strength and magic, and on the other, the multiplying force of your arsenal. In the void of linear algebra, these lists are isolated, but the tensor product is the bridge that unites them. Watch as we construct the interaction grid, weaving a lattice where every single attribute physically intersects with every available weapon. This isn't just arithmetic, it is architecture. As the calculation triggers, the damage erupts from the floor, transforming abstract numbers into a tangible city of value. The height of each tower reveals the impact of that specific combination, proving that the tensor product is more than a multiplication. It is the construction of a complete, multidimensional landscape of possibilities. The dot product collapses dimensions to measure alignment, while the cross product creates a new vector to define rotation. The tensor product, however, expands reality, building a complete matrix that captures every possible combination between your inputs.